Good morning, I'm Robbie Crispin, and this is Quick Court, the fastest way to justice. We're here today in this case between Jimmy Lee Marcus and Gary Toronto. Gary is accusing Jimmy of stealing a french fry from his french fry box. I find it a bit odd, too, that he would notice such a small detail. Nonetheless, it is still theft. Please rise, said the bailiff. For the Honorable Judge Susan Triton. Hooray for me, I know, Judge Triton said sarcastically. The case of Gary versus Jimmy is now in session. Where is your lawyer, Gary? I'm representing myself today. Well then, call your first witness. I call myself to the stand. It all started on Wednesday at McDouglas's. The class had taken a field trip to the zoo, and McDouglas's was conveniently located inside. So I bought a box of fries and counted them up. And then, he added, was the most glorious moment of my life. I have exactly 100 French fries, he announced. Good for you, groaned Jimmy. You don't understand, cheered Gary. All my life I've been given French fry boxes that have one too few, or one too many. But today is the day to have exactly 100! Why don't you celebrate, suggested Jimmy, by eating them? Not now, cried Gary. I must take a moment of silence, he insisted, to prepare for the meal of glory. But as he did, something happened. Time to eat, he cheered. But then, he let out a blood-curdling scream. What is it now, Gary? Wailed Jimmy. One of my fries is missing! Maybe you already ate it, suggested Jimmy. Now leave me alone, please. Hold it, cried a voice. It was the man from the newspaper. Now, seeing as I'm with the local newspaper, I should know one thing. How on earth could you tell that one of your fries was stolen? Gee, I have a photographic memory, shouted Gary. You are weird. And do you want to know who stole it? Gary asked the courtroom. It was Jimmy, the only one sitting next to me. You just had to ruin my moment, he accused. You must have thought it was so stupid. It was stupid, agreed Jimmy. See, he admitted it. I win! Calm down, kid, ordered the bailiff, or I'll throw you out. Well, Jimmy, the little bit of evidence points to you. And this kid is pretty smart, even though he's a little weird. I'd say he does remember the exact amount. So, Jimmy, how do you plead? Alright, fine, I did it, cried Jimmy. But there was a reason. Fred was the reason. Could you explain? Well, you see, my mom only packed me lunch money. She assumed I had a wallet, complained Fred. So Fred had to go without lunch that day, went on Jimmy. And every couple of minutes he would come over and sneak one of my fries away. And then there was Gary over there bragging about how many fries he had. In a way, sobbed Fred, we're all guilty. Well, I'll talk to the jury, said the judge. The jury eventually reached a verdict. The jury told me their decision. Jimmy and Fred, it seems he'll be spending a day in quick jail. Gary just has to take it down a notch. And here's a french fry to ease your troubles. Excellent, cried Gary. Now I must purchase exactly 99 french fries. Look on the bright side, Jimmy, reassured Gary. At least now we can be friends again. I don't know what you're talking about, Gary, stammered Jimmy. You're supposed to be honest in the courtroom, reminded Gary. Jimmy and I have been friends since the first grade. Interesting. But he never got exactly 100 french fries like I did. Jimmy and Fred slumped away. We're just going to go to quick jail now, Jimmy sighed.